Yet, despite the persistence of claims for their compatibility, Buddhism and science, however those terms are defined, are different in fundamental ways. In the scientific method, at least in its idealized form, reality or truth, whatever that term might connote in a given case, has not yet been discovered. Hypothesis and experiment are employed to arrive at a truth that is at the time unknown, or at least unverified. That truth can change, and has changed many times over the history of science, with a new truth sometimes refining an old truth, sometimes completely replacing it. The image is one of augmentation and revision, moving toward an ever-receding horizon of omniscience, a theory of everything. Over the long and varied development of the Buddhist traditions, there remains the shared belief that the nature of reality was discovered long ago by the Buddha, and before him by the Buddhas of the distant past, and that same reality was understood by all the Buddhas in its entirety and in its fullness. This reality is represented not as something that the Buddha was the first to discover, but which he rediscovered. In a famous metaphor, the Buddha describes a traveler coming across an ancient city at the end of an ancient path through the great forest. A once great city, now deserted and in ruin. The traveler informs the king, who restores the city to its former glory. The Buddha is that traveler, discovering the same path to enlightenment that the Buddhas of the past had found. Thus, in Buddhism, the truth is something that is found and then lost and then found again. This is why it's said that the next Buddha does not appear in the world until the teachings of the previous Buddha have been completely forgotten. And as long as the path to the city of reality remains passable and the city itself remains prosperous, there's no reason for repair. But when the city falls into ruins and the path is overgrown with oblivion, then the path must be cleared again and the city restored. This is what the Buddhas do again and again over the aeons. In a sense, then, Buddhism is profoundly retrospective, looking to the past to understand the present, thereby securing a safe haven from a hazardous future. And there is a certain comfort in the knowledge that the course to that haven has already been clearly charted. There is a comfort in the knowledge that the voyage has already been navigated. There is a comfort in the knowledge that the other shore has been reached. Science, in the popular representation, offers a different appeal, an appeal to the quest for what has never been known by anyone, yet is somehow there, waiting to be discovered, if we just knew how to find it. In the meantime, we must live in doubt of our deepest knowledge. Perhaps this is why we yearn for the teachings of an itinerant mendicant in Iron Age India, even one of such profound insight, to somehow anticipate the formulas of Einstein. Thank you.